Hey guys, SynisterDan here. Yeah, I'm making this video more for the benefit of the people on a few people on Facebook, but for the people on YouTube watching this, I have recently taken up a new hobby, which is making chainmail. And a couple of people on Facebook have asked how I make the rings. I'm not going to do a tutorial on how to make chainmail. There's plenty of them on YouTube itself. I'm only going to show you how I go about actually making the rings. There's a reason I got the gloves on, and it'll be made clear soon. But I would not recommend doing it the way I do it, because there are way easier ways than doing it, but the reason I do it is because it's good exercise. But basically all I do is take, what I'm using is 2mm thick galvanized aluminium wire, I think it is, or I think it might be steel, I don't know. But you want, pretty good strong steel that is not very bent. That if you put this way, if you have trouble bending it with your fingers when it's small in a small thing, then it's good. So, but anyway, it took me ages to find this, and you'd also need one of the basically any kind of tube or pole with a hole that goes right through it in the end. Okay, and oh well, there's nothing for it. I've just got to get to it now. Yeah. Right, I'm not gonna do a full length like I normally do. I'll just do a small one just to show everyone. Yeah, bear with me a minute. Best to do that to make sure it doesn't then coil everywhere. But anyway, so I've got a little length by here, and basically this is what you do. You take this and you feed it through the hole, only till it comes out about that much-ish. Oops, sorry. And then wind it round a bit. And now for the bit that I don't recommend. Basically you have to wind this round, in my way, by hand. Now the tutorials on YouTube, hang on, I've done that the wrong way. The tutorials on YouTube, they hook the pole up to a variable speed drill, which is the way I would recommend, or they build themselves what they call a jig, which is basically a plank of wood with two arms coming up that hold this steady, and then they have like an arm which they crank around. But I don't have one. I didn't get any wood so I can make a jig, nor do I have my own variable speed drill, so this is what I do. By hand, wind it round. Now, many reasons I wouldn't recommend this is because this part here, quite sharp, and it hurts like hell. Which is one, and also the reason I got the gloves on is to help prevent, as much as possible, blisters and friction burns and whatever else you can think of. And just keep winding it around, and make sure when you wind it round that it, I'm gonna focus. There. Make sure that when you wind it round, if you're going to try it yourself, that they stay more or less close to, more or less touching, you know, so you form kind of like not so much a spring but a coil. I mean, I'm kind of rushing this, but it would be better to try and the hell's popped off the link, to try and get them, you know, touching basically, but you know, can't ask for much more than what I do. And once you get so far, you're not going to be able to turn it anymore, so you pretty much stop right there. Then take some I think these are called tin snips, or just any kind of cutters. Cut it free if I can. These don't have a very long thing to them. Be very careful that the end doesn't fly off, and make sure you gather the ends up because they hurt, and then you slip that off there. And then if they've lined up right, you can see you've got the bit where I cut off is on this side and that on that side. If you cut right up the middle of them, you know, right between there and there, so that you cut the two straight bits, they just come off, and then you're left with a bunch of rings. So I should show that now. I'll try and keep it in the view of the camera, as much in the view of the camera as possible. But right, so you put it right down the middle of it, them all, and drop the see, there's the end has come off now. And look, if I take it away now, and you can see we have a bunch of links, and they've been split, ready to weave together. And so you just continue doing that. Where's that gone now? And yeah, some of them may separate a bit more than needed, but you can always prise them back together. So yeah. So, and once you're done, you're left with a bunch of chainmail links, which, when weaved together individually, you form. I'm going for the what's called the European pattern, which is basically you put four rings on one, and then when you spread them out to form this pattern, and then you keep doing that until you get this, and that will kind of go across like there, because I'm planning on building a shirt kind of like the one I'm, you know, about the same size as the one I'm wearing. That's what I'm kind of going for, but it's a good start anyway. So that's to answer the questions on Facebook about how I go about making the rings. It's very hard work, but you know, I need the exercise anyway. So I hope that interests some of you, and if you have any questions, let me know. You know, if you want to go yourself. Thanks, and see ya.